everyone. Welcome to this week's Reality Roundup podcast.
Have we got a show for you?
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, including the season premiere double episode of Survivor 40 Winners at War.
Get the defibrillator paddles out. It is action-packed, power-packed,
so much fun.
Celebrity-packed.
So much fun.
Oh, love it.
But before we get to that, and all of the Bravo goodness, let's talk about The Masked Singer.
Okay, I'm almost over this show.
Really? I mean, it was fun last season because we were, like, new to it, and now it's kind of like, you know, I can take it or leave it. I mean, it's, like, fun.
I feel like it's almost time to break up.
It's becoming a little bit of a chore. We'll see what happens.
Well, let's see what happens next week when they have a different group.
I'm not saying it's
maybe
bad.
I'm just sick of the same people. Maybe I just want to see more variety.
I just feel like it's really dragged out with, like, who do you think it is? Who do you think it is?
It's a little tedious.
Ask you again who you think it is.
Yeah.
It is a little tedious.
Let's say it's Bjork.
Welcome to The Masked Singer.
Where were we before the phone freaking rang already? What are the chances?
It always happens. The chances are 100%. But anyway, yeah, like you said, we've been watching Group A this whole time, so we've only seen 6 contestants so far perform. And now we're down to 3 after last night. So last night, there was Kangaroo, there was Miss Monster, the Rock and Roll Turtle, and the White Tiger. Yeah, Gronk. I mean, let's be real.
100% chance that it's Gronk.
It's 100% Gronk. And
just like it was a sure thing that it was Seal last season.
This is Gronk. And his performance last night was not good. And I'm, like, really annoyed that everybody keeps voting him through.
That's part of the reason why I'm sick of this show already. I don't like the repetitive, like, who do you think it is? And you suck, but we'll give you a pass.
Yeah. It was just, like, not a good performance. I can't. And I hate saying that about people, but it was just... Did he sing, like, We Will Rock You? And it was like... But
I don't know.
I can't even sing it as out of tune as it was.
We will rock you.
They kept Gronk over Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan had to go so that Gronk could stay.
By the way, Miss Monster was Chaka Khan.
Yeah, which I didn't guess that. I thought it was Mary Wilson, or I thought she was Dionne Warwick. But yeah, Chaka Khan makes a lot of sense in hindsight.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway.
guess we didn't get the clues on that one.
No. Missed that. But anyway.
All right, let's not waste another second on this.
Besides, I just want to give, like, you know, talk about who's left. So we know that the White Tiger is Gronk. And then there's also the Turtle who... I thought could be like a New Kids on the Block, Joey McIntyre or something.
It's gotta be some sort of a boy band-esque.
Yeah, people are saying...
person.
Jesse McCartney, which is definitely possible.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe, like a Kevin Jonas.
No way.
But I feel like he's a little bit too busy
He's too huge for this.
But he's like the least of the Jonas Brothers, no offense. No offense. I'm sure he would admit that. The least popular, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are any of them unpopular?
No, but I'm saying out of the 3. If I had to pick one out of the 3 that I thought could be on this show, it would be Kevin. But I don't care. All right. And then the Kangaroo, I don't know. People are saying Jordan Woods, the one with the whole Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson.
I have 0% interest in the Kangaroo.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's get to Survivor. Let's get this dirty taste out of our mouth.
I am so hungry. Oh my god, I didn't have my breakfast yet today, and I feel like I've been method prepping for Survivor.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry. So let's see how this goes.
Well, maybe Survivor will satisfy you.
I don't know. I think I could use some food after this. So...
It's Survivor 40.
It's the premiere.
This is huge.
So, 20 winners are returning to play against each other. It is a freaking war. Woo!
Empty your drool buckets. We've been waiting for this for like 3 months.
I've been waiting for this for like years.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we've known that this was a done deal.
Right. Okay, so the men and women arrive separately.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is, like, sizing each other up.
Oh, my God. Is it going to be men against women? No, says Jeff. It's not going to be men against women. We have already predetermined the tribes. So
yeah,
find your name
it wasn't
on
a random
the little
draw.
package. Yeah.
They already had the buffs like assigned.
I feel like it would have been better if it was random.
I think they wanted to make sure that certain players
fair.
were apart, like Rob and Amber.
Right.
Probably Rob and Sandra they didn't want together.
Yeah, this is a big deal because a lot of people are olds and they haven't even played since there was social media.
Yeah, I gotta say,
crazy.
There's a really good mix of old school and new school players.
So old and young. Freaking Boston Rob, you little snake in the grass, did not even tell Sandra that he was going to be playing with Amber or playing at all.
Yeah.
And they just spent over a month together.
Yeah, on the Island of the Idols. And she is pretty pissed about that. So she is making it her personal mission to get rid of them.
To take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
So what do you do when you have an epic, iconic season like this? You begin with that delicious drink called champagne. And Jeff had one freaking... This must have been like some freaking biblical proportion bottle of champagne, loaves and fishes, because Jeff got enough out of this bottle of champagne that he then put upside down in the champagne cooler for everybody to have a toast of champagne. And like those glasses weren't like 2 drops. They were like a third to 1/2
There must have been more bottles that they just didn't show it.
I hate that they didn't show that.
Production
they made it
design
seem like
purposes.
This was magical champagne.
Sorry. What about when they threw the glasses on the beach?
That disturbed me as well.
Hopefully those were those like plastic
They were not.
ones.
They were not.
Well, I thought their first challenge was going to be walking across the broken glass in the sand.
Beach glass.
Yeah.
All right. So the tribe breakdown on the blue, Sele tribe, Natalie, Rob, Ethan, Parvati, Ben, Michelle, Danny, Denise, Jeremy, and Adam.
Okay.
That means that Rob is not with his wife. Mm-hmm. That means that Rob is not with Tyson,
but
his
Rob
buddy,
and Parvati are together, which is an interesting matchup.
who have not worked together in the past.
Ooh. Yeah, they don't have a friendly history.
No.
But Jeremy and Natalie are together, and they work together really well.
All right, on the red DeKalb tribe, Sandra, Tony, Wendell, Amber, Kim, Sophie, Nick, Officer Sarah, Yule, and Tyson. So that means that Tony and Officer Sarah are together.
And Sandra. They've all played together.
Right. But especially...
Tony and Sarah have played together twice now.
Right.
And when I say played together, I mean on the same season, not necessarily work together.
Right.
Cops the rest.
Yes. So...
And then there's this whole poker alliance, which we'll get to.
Yeah. All right, so something interesting this season, beside the fact that there is a $2 million prize.
Yeah, so they were all excited to hear that.
All right, fire tokens.
They've introduced something new to the game.
I absolutely love it. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's going to take things to the next level, add another layer of complication for these all-star players.
I think it's good because while the olds aren't used to the new school way of playing, this is something that's new for everyone.
They had to add something new for everyone so that everybody would be on an even playing field with that.
And I like it. I like it. These fire tokens are going to be the currency of the game.
Yeah, so you could earn fire tokens throughout the game and use them to buy yourself comfort items, food, advantages, idols probably.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. And when you are voted out, you have to bequeath your tokens to somebody else.
Right. So.
And you can't steal tokens from other people.
Right.
Which is definitely an important thing that they mentioned.
Yeah, because these are sneaky little,
Oh, they're going to be going through bags.
All right, so this season also includes the edge of extinction. So when you're voted off, you're not necessarily gone.
I think this is the right season to have that because I want to see these people even after they're voted off. Yeah. Like if some of my favorites, which is all of them, are voted off early, I want to continue to see what they're up to and see how they influence the game.
How weird is it that there's not one person on this season that I'm angry about seeing?
I know! When does that happen?
Right?
Oh, so exciting.
They must have done so much demographic research and everything because I'm not mad at this at all.
Oh, I know. It's going to be heartbreaking to see, like, anyone go.
Yeah. All right, so the first challenge begins right away on that beach, which was just like a freaking sliver in the ocean.
Yeah, it was a tiny beach.
Tiny beach.
Hey, you tiny beach.
We got the first immunity challenge, and it's the old head-to-head hoop football type wrestling. I don't even know what you would call this, like capture the flag?
It's like a capture the flag kind of thing. This challenge always gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Because it is so brutal.
And boy, there were some real swells in the water during this. I thought Jeff was going to get carried away at one point because the water was like up to here on him.
And that can really either help you or hurt you depending on which direction it's moving.
Yes.
So yeah, you got to grab... There's 2 people for each team or each tribe in the water.
It's men versus men. There's no like mix.
Yeah, there were no mixed ones.
If they did that on purpose or they just were like, we're just going to put men up against men.
I'm sure that was on purpose. So yeah, it was either going to be all men or all women competing for each round. Right. So
in this climate with sexual harassment and everything, I think it was better that they had men versus men and women versus women.
Yeah. Well, there were 2 people for each tribe in the water at a time, and you had to get the ring in the
First you had to get the hoop. Then you had to drag it
back to your post.
Right. And touch your post.
Right.
So the red team
they got out to an early lead.
Yeah, they had an early lead, but they almost won. They had 2-0. You had to get 3 to win. So then blue snuck in there and got a point.
Rob really made that happen. It was so interesting.
Rob is a beast for an old man with a gut. He is a beast.
It was so interesting to watch Rob and Amber watch each other compete because they're not on the same tribe, but they don't want to see their spouse, like, die either.
He is just as emotional for her as he was the first season when he fell in love with her. Absolutely. And he wanted to do nothing but protect her.
That's the mother of his children.
I know. But it is a game.
Yeah, I know. But you gotta understand the mindset that these survivors are in. I'm sure it feels like life and death.
Well, it is a job that means comfort for them if they win the $2 million, or not as comfortable.
A lot of these people have made a career out of this,
like Tyson.
Yeah, this is really important.
All right,
but anyway,
it came down to the next one, and Officer Sarah, who is an ultra marathoner. Unbelievable beast.
I still can't believe.
Just strong-armed her way to the win.
I still can't believe 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents.
I know.
Officer Sarah is one of my heroes.
She is a hero.
I love her.
Yeah.
So not only did DeCall win Flint to make fire, Rice, they also won immunity.
Right.
Woo! And you know what Sully won?
They got nothing.
They got an extra day to be paranoid and freak out about who's going to go.
Yeah, and no Rice until Tribal.
That
and no Flint.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, they could get a fire going because, like, they've done this before. But the no Rice thing really sucks.
Yeah. Well, back at DeCall, they find out that there's a menu there. Mm-hmm. And you need tokens to buy the comforts, and Wendell has promised that he wasn't going to build a whole bunch of stuff, but he already started building the shelter.
Everybody knows that he's a furniture builder.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, you going to tell us what we should be doing with this shelter? Yeah.
Tyson, we thought was the devil, but it turns out he has a soft underbelly. He's missing his daughters.
Yeah, this season, starting out, is very much like all of them talking about their kids.
Yeah.
It's weird because I feel like we've like grown up with them.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, at least I feel like that because I started watching this show when I was like 9 or 8 or 9 probably.
Yep.
So watching them now have like children, it's really weird, but also cool.
Amber knows I'm on this show with my husband, so I better get my ass out into the woods and start looking or the jungle, and start looking for an idol because
she's got a huge target on her back.
Absolutely. And Yule and Sophie are already starting to talk about having an alliance. I
really enjoyed the 2 of them working together.
Yeah.
2 strong, strategic minds
Smart.
Working together. Woo! Love it.
They seem to be very cool-headed.
Yes.
I
like it.
Sele, Parvati, and
they're
Jeremy.
They're freaking out.
Yeah. Parvati and Jeremy are already talking about their kids. Mm-hmm. I can't believe Parvati left a 10-month-old baby at home. That'd be so hard.
Yeah, that is difficult, I'm sure.
But
this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. Denise and Adam talking about an alliance.
I just want to say, too, that now Parvati was saying how she's got to change up her strategy because she can't be flirty girl anymore. But
no flirty dancing.
No, but she is going to use being a mother to really relate with other people. And I think that's
smart.
That's a smart move. This girl... Parvati's amazing. I love her too.
I love Parvati.
It's so cool to watch. I know, to watch all of these players in action again against each other.
That's the hard thing for us. We love all of them.
Yeah. So Denise and Adam are talking. They are vibing. They feel good about each other.
In Adam's pre-interview on the show, he said that he had wanted to work with Denise.
Is he the next Malcolm?
He might be. He might be.
We'll see.
Rob,
Malcolm is shaking right now.
Yeah. Rob and Parvati talking about an alliance. They should work together.
I mean, it makes sense because they are two of the bigger targets. They're both old school players compared to some of these newer ones. So it would make sense that they'd want to keep each other around and take out some of the newer winners.
You know who's fangirling? Ben.
Oh my God! Yeah, so of course... There's talk of Rob going because he is one of the biggest targets here. He's played so many times. He was just there for Island of the Idols. So I think it was Danny who was spreading that around. Right. And Ben goes to Rob and says, just so you know, like somebody's throwing your name out there already. So Rob's like, oh, really? Who is it?
Who is it? It was Danny.
Oh my God. Ben.
He folded like a cheap suit.
He sang an opera. Like, I don't even know. He just let it all out. It was crazy how quickly all of this information came out.
So Rob immediately goes to Danny and confronts her, and she admits it. She absolutely admits it.
That was bold.
And this was the birth of the Old School Alliance. The olds realize, thanks to Rob, that they need to stick together. Yeah. So that is going to be like Rob and Parvati and Danny and Ethan.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull in some other people.
How lost do you think Ethan is right now?
Oh, I love Ethan.
I love him too, but he just does not, he can't keep up with what's going on.
He's a quick learner though, I feel like. I think he's going to adapt.
And he's such a nice guy. I think that's going to like factor into
I know. I don't know if I can see him playing dirty. Like I feel like you got to play dirty, but
I know.
We'll see what happens.
All right, so Jeremy and Natalie have played together. So there's another sub alliance going on here.
They are definitely a pair that is going to need to be broken up. So people are looking at them.
Right.
And Adam and Denise made the huge mistake of going off alone at one point. Yep. They were just going to check out the water, so they say.
Yeah.
But they were gone a little too long.
I mean, they talked about alliance before, but they weren't talking about it then. But they
they were, but they were getting water.
Yeah.
So they really gave people something to talk about. And they did.
Well, yeah. Everybody's interested in breaking the two of them up now.
Yeah, so Adam and Denise are like, what? We've got a freaking married couple playing. We've got Jeremy and Natalie playing on the same tribe, and they're like buds.
Right.
Why
are they picking on us?
Why are you so focused on us when we went away to freaking check out the water?
All right, well, let's fast forward to tribal. Obviously, there is a reason to vote off everyone. Everyone. And because we're all winners.
Yeah.
So Parvati said, no one should feel comfortable. But a lot do.
Including Parvati and Boston Rob.
Yeah.
I just want to mention, before they went to tribal council, and it was so hectic and nobody knew what was going on, but there was that moment between Parvati and Rob when they were just like, I feel like we should be worried, but I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And it was just
any other season, that is moment. The kiss of death.
Yeah. But it's crazy how comfortable they feel at that point and they should, because they were fine.
Yeah. They had the vote, and there was a lot of new school tribal here. There was some whispering that people were not used to.
Like, because do you think Rob and Parvati set something up?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think so.
Yeah. So Natalie was voted off. I was shocked that Natalie was voted off.
Dang. I was sad to see her go. I mean, honestly, I'm going to be sad to see everyone go.
But she's not going. She's only going to Edge of Extinction. So she
That's a long wait.
She needed to will her token to someone, and of course, no surprise there, she gave it to Jeremy.
Makes sense.
And she headed off to Edge of Extinction. And she finds out that there's a little menu also on Edge of Extinction that has a price list on buying your way back into the game.
Yeah.
Also, a little warning that this is going to be rough. But at any time, if you decide you want to quit, you just raise the sale. But she's not a quitter. She is a CrossFit beast.
She's going to be this season's Reem.
I hope she's going to be better than that. All right. So, yeah, that's...
That was the first half of the episode.
All right, this is episode 2 in the same premiere.
Yes.
So back at Dakal, Yul, Sarah, and Sandra, they're having a little chat.
It's really interesting how this tribe is kind of breaking down. So Yul, Sarah, and Sandra are kind of finding themselves maybe in the middle-ish, kind of, not really, because there's like this poker alliance emerging.
Right.
Yul has done his homework, and he picked up on something that happened outside of the game.
Right.
Rob Tyson,
I don't know how he figured this out.
Because he's a genius, and I love Yul. Rob, Tyson, Amber, and Kim all played poker together on some show.
Right.
And I love that...
Celebrity poker.
I guess. I love that the show, that Survivor included the clip
they
from
saved
that.
the receipt.
Yes, because they don't usually pull from stuff like
Other
that,
show.
I feel like.
Yeah.
So
they never do anything like that.
That was awesome that they included that, because Tyson was all like, oh, if we ever play again together, we're going to work together.
We're going to have this poker alliance.
So, yeah, Yul brings that up, and people are freaking out about it. They're not okay with that.
I mean, he's not wrong, right?
I know. It's kind of a big deal. Those people are friends outside of the game. These connections outside of the game are going to be really important.
They are.
So, Yul, Sarah, and Sandra all feel like, you know what? We need to break that up. And Sandra's pissed, again, that Rob lied to her about playing again.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that this season will include a lot more of the same, like, clips from outside life?
I hope so, because I love it. I'm living for it.
I know. I think it really also adds a new dimension to the game, too. Mm-hmm. Something that really pisses me off about Big Brother is that we're not public knowledge to these beforehand alliances, like especially last season.
I feel like Big Brother covers up a lot.
Right. And
I wish they would just embrace.
I know. I wish they would show more of it.
Yeah.
Because I think it really adds another dimension to the game rather than like having it plastered all over like jokers like scandal, behind the scenes. Just bring it into the show. It's no big deal. Yeah.
So, still on the Dakal tribe, Yul is trying to get some allies together. So, okay, here's where the tribe breaks down. So we've got Yul, Wendell, Nick, and Sophie, who kind of feel like...
The Smarties Alliance?
Well, also, they just feel like they're not as connected to other people outside of the game. They are, either an older winner like Yul, who just didn't stay in that reality TV world. Right. Or like Wendell and Nick, who won recently. Sophie's kind of like out on her own. So they're feeling like, let's stay together.
This is like the I've only played once alliance.
Yeah, I guess so. Then you have Sandra, Tony, and Sarah, who all played together.
Multiple times. Yeah. They all played multiple times.
But I mean, like, they've played on the same season. Right. And then you have the Poker Alliance, who are friends outside of the game. So this new alliance in the middle is really interesting. Yes. I think they're going to be powerful.
Yeah, I think so, too. And they're really keeping it on the down low, too.
All right. Well, let's talk about... Cele.
All right. Well, Ben, Michelle, Jeremy, and Adam are putting together an alliance. Mm-hmm. Jeremy got his token from Natalie. Yeah. I like when things appear in people's knapsacks.
It's fun. I like to see their excitement. Wasn't Ben saying, like, we need to stay together because if we don't, somebody like Rob is going to, like, walk all over us and dictate what's going on? Maybe you shouldn't have, like, told him everything.
The information?
Yeah, Ben.
Well, meanwhile, back at the ranch, a.k.a. Edge of Extinction, Natalie is...
She's learning she's going to have a lot more influence over this game, even though she's on the edge of extinction than she thought she would.
Well, she got a little note that said she can get a hidden immunity idol or an immunity idol.
She's learning that you can earn tokens to help influence the game or help you get back in the game. And yeah, there's a clue there. Journey to the last spot that you can see the sunset.
Right.
So she's hiking. She's going up.
That was a lot.
That was like that last season where they had Edge of Extinction when they had to go up to get the food.
What's it going to be like when there's more than one person and they got to freaking fight it out? Oh my God, that's going to be crazy.
I mean, we saw that the last time.
Yeah.
It gets pretty crazy.
It does get pretty crazy.
So she did make it all the way to the next note, and she found out there was an idol there, but it's not.
But did they tell her there was an idol?
No, she didn't know what it was going to be.
But she knew it was going to be something.
Something was up there waiting for her. So she found the idol, and it's not...
She can't use it.
...applicable on the Edge of Extinction.
In the way that you would use an idol.
Yeah, so
But she could sell it on Survivor Bay.
Yeah, she has the opportunity to try and sell this to one person from the losing tribe in the next immunity challenge, and that person can buy it for 1 token.
For the affordable price of 1 fire token.
Well, I mean, it's still early. People aren't, like, racking up those tokens yet.
All right, so it's immunity challenge time.
Okay.
It's the typical surf and turf, obstacle course. You got to get your whole tribe through it. Mm-hmm. There's a combination lock. There's also a ring toss.
All right.
So it's something for everyone. Something claws.
Yeah.
Sandra sits out, pretty smart. She's probably not the best in water challenge. That was a good idea.
Well, her tribe had an early lead.
Yeah. But boy, the blue tribe could not make it over that
barrel roll
rotating barrel roll thing.
Until Rob, oh my God.
Rob and Jeremy, but mostly Rob.
He starts putting people on his shoulder.
He was like
just
launching them over.
Launching them. It was insane.
And then when it came time to get him over.
Pull me over!
Yeah, that was
They really showed some
crazy.
Amazing teamwork to get everybody over that thing.
Like I said, for an old guy with a gut.
He's a workhorse.
He is a workhorse, and he still has it.
Yeah, and the blue team, or I keep saying team, the blue tribe was able to make up enough time that Jeremy was just like blip, blip, blip with that ring toss. It was insane.
That was crazy.
So the blue tribe, I want to get their name right.
The blue tribe is Sele.
Yes. They won immunity, and immediately Boston Rob is like, oh crap, I'm worried about Amber.
What about my Amber?
Yeah, you should be worried.
So, Red is going to be sending somebody to extinction. Lots of names are coming up. Sandra.
She's an obvious target.
Amber. Nick. Tyson. All big guns. All multiple players except for Nick.
Well, Sandra's not feeling too worried.
Amber played multiple times. Yeah.
Twice.
Right.
So Sandra's not feeling too worried because she reaches into her bag and finds the immunity idol that is up for sale.
She said, I'll take it.
Damn, I gotta give Natalie props for first giving her token to Jeremy. I love him. And then giving this opportunity to Sandra.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
Girl power.
So much fun. So Sandra's like, obviously I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So now this idol is good for three tribals. Yeah.
Kim is paranoid.
She should be, because Yule is really spreading around this poker alliance idea and freaking people out. He's really pushing them. We need to break up this poker thing.
In case you forgot who the poker alliance was, that was Tyson, Amber, Kim, and Rob.
Rob on the other tribe, yeah.
Right. So it's time for tribal. And Kim tells Jeff about the poker alliance. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, she's not feeling too great right now.
Yeah, it does exist though, Kim. Come on. Even if it was just a joke, it
Any
still
little
exists.
thing can be used against you.
It still exists. This is $2 million. These people are going to go at it like cats in a bag. Wouldn't you? If somebody said, "Ooh, here's $2 million. You want to win this?"
Yeah, it seemed like this tribal did not have the same like as the first one. Like, it was pretty set in stone what was going to happen. It seemed like they were all resigned with what was about to happen.
Amber got voted out.
Oh, Amber, that's
Did I
so
spoil
sad.
it for you?
No. So, yeah, she goes off to the edge of extinction and wakes Natalie up.
Yeah. And, of course, she's going to give her fire token to Rob. So,
of course.
Next episode, he'll be getting that. Next time, I don't even know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be good.
Yeah. Exciting stuff, guys.
I saw what the preview was, but it's just like, it's too many good things. I can't write it all down. So, let's just wait and see what happens.
All right.
So that was the first 2 episodes of Survivor 40.
Oh my God. So let us know what you thought. And now, let's talk about Bravo! All right, let's talk about Below Deck.
Both of them. But first, let's start with the reunion. Okay. This is like part 1 of how many?
2, I think.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad then.
I don't have tons to say about the reunion because I just feel like it was a big giant
letdown?
Fart cloud. The guys sucked this season. They really did.
And they're still not owning it, with the exception of possibly Kevin.
I feel like Kevin watched the show back and was like, ugh, saw the social media response and went, ugh. So now he's trying
But does he mean it?
I think maybe somewhat he's realizing how bad it was.
Ashton is not.
Oof. Ashton, I feel like, is leaning into it, and it's not good. I can't believe the way he asked Captain Lee, when's the last time you worked on a charter boat? Damn! Are you kidding me?
And Brian, not a good look, harassing Courtney.
I thought Courtney handled herself very well.
Courtney's an A+ all around.
Mm-hmm.
Kate is owning her mistakes.
Yeah.
She's apologizing when necessary. I do think she is sincere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other girl's living her best life. The one who left to get married.
Oh, yeah. Good for her. Abby, right?
Abby, I think, yeah.
She said they've been married for a year now, so that's
good
crazy.
Good for her. Good for her. That's the way to get that visa, girl.
I gotta say, it seems like it's working out for her, but whatever.
And Tanner, throw yourself in the garbage. I don't know. Jump in a pile of garbage.
Simone still seems very angry at Kate. Really angry.
I just, I don't think she gets it.
Yeah. Every time Kate would say something or Captain Lee would say something sticking up for Kate,
eyes.
She's like,
yeah.
So she's not happy.
I was expecting to see some fireworks from Captain Lee, all you people suck.
Well, I think next week is going to be more dramatic.
I hope so, because the first little episode was very lackluster.
They were still talking about, the guests and whatnot. I don't think they wanted to get into the really
raucous stuff until the second.
Yeah, because it's like when you go to a concert. You don't want to hear the hit song right off the bat and then you leave, you know? You gotta build up to it.
Well, let's talk about the new little darling of the yachting world.
I am loving Below Deck Sailing Yacht.
It is a new, fresh look. We've got an old face, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bowie.
My dog is
Are you kidding me?
My dog is eating the chair.
He's trying to chew on the plastic part of the chair.
I was wondering what that was. I was like, that can't be your phone vibrating.
No.
It's too loud.
That'd be quite a text. But yeah, last time we left off, this crazy charter was happening where these guests show up late who were supposed to be married the day before. Yeah, they didn't get married yet. They missed their own wedding.
They're drunk. They arrived drunk.
Yeah.
And Parker is a little surprising, I have to say. He's green to the yacht world.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of resting, he's got FOMO!
That's how you can tell he's new, because if he was an experienced yachty, he'd be like, oh, it's my break. Good night.
Yeah. Yeah. See you 1 minute before I'm supposed to start working. He'd rather hang out with the rest of the crew.
Like, what are you guys doing? What's going on here? It's like me. Whenever I have to get up early the next morning, the night before, I just feel like a freak who has to go to bed early. And I'm just like, I don't want to go upstairs when everyone else is down here asleep on the couch.
Do you feel like it's the middle of Big Brother when we have to stay up all night to watch Be Bad because we're afraid we're going to miss that Frankie Grande moment where he's trying to pork Zach?
No, because I'm an experienced yachty, so I know that I can just flash back if anything insane happens.
But in that moment, you know, it's exciting.
Sometimes.
It depends what the lead up is, but...
Yeah.
Byron is the engineer, but this yacht is so small. It's a sailing yacht. He's got to do double duty. When he's not Mr. Fix-It, he's got to pitch in and be a jack of all trades.
Well, also, I think he has a lot of downtime because, let's face it, if things aren't broken, what's he going to do all day?
Make orange juice. Apparently.
But they didn't even have a nice pitcher to put it in.
This crew was so ill prepared. Did Bravo like come to them at the last minute and say like, you know what?
You want to be on the show?
Yeah. You want to be on this new show we got?
I don't know, but I'm waiting for them to pull out like a freaking Tupperware container to serve drinks in. Like, what's going on here?
Hey, they did that on the other show. All right, so the obnoxious people are all like, marry us,
You're
come
a captain,
on.
you can marry us.
You got 5 minutes? It won't take any longer than like 5 minutes. Make it happen.
Sure, let's just put a whole wedding together for you. A whole ass wedding.
Make it nice. And
so
they should have called up Dorinda.
Yeah, right? This is a lot of extra work for Jenna, the chief stew. I mean, she's already got enough on her plate. Now she's got to organize a freaking wedding.
Were they expecting them to actually put together a wedding, or were they just expecting the captain to be like, do you? Okay, go have sex.
This is a luxury yacht. It's got to be more than that. A luxury sailing yacht. So Jenna is like calling up people to get some dress options there, which weren't all dresses. It was like shorts and crop tops and stuff like that.
They were fug. I'm sorry. I would not want to get married in those, even if I was drunk.
This is a boat wedding.
They had a hairstylist come in.
Yeah.
They had some Greek entertainers come in.
Right, but this whole time, the groom-to-be is getting freaking schwasty.
And cold feet. They're like, oh, shit. They organized this. I don't know. I don't think we want to do it. We were shooting off our mouths. I don't think we actually want to get married.
Yeah.
Let's just forget it. That we ever said anything.
Well, we'll come back to them.
Yeah.
Speaking of romance, if you can call that romance, Adam and Jenna, there's something going on there.
Yes, it's called lust. It's called hookup.
They seem like they're really into each other. They like that the other person is good at their job.
Adam is like, ooh, Hannah was such a bitch, but Jenna's not a bitch.
He's still got things to say about Hannah.
I mean, is he wrong?
I don't know her in real life. I don't know.
I mean, from the edit.
I mean, he's
My
definitely...
phone says yes.
Yeah, he's definitely getting along with Jenna better, which I think is important for the chief stew and the chef.
All right, well, this Captain Glenn, is not afraid to get his hands dirty. He's going to go up.
He's going to touch some donkey dick.
He's going to go up that main. Oh, God.
Come on, you're a freaking sailor.
He's going to go up the mast. I know. It's been a long time. He's going to go up that mast, and he's going to fix the donkey dick. If anybody's going to do it, he's going to do it himself. I don't remember Captain Lee getting his hands dirty like this captain is.
Captain Lee would absolutely step in when necessary.
Okay.
Keep Captain Lee's name out your mouth.
I'm surprised. Was Byron in on this? Because I thought it was just like Paget.
I thought Byron was helping.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess he kind of fixed it. You kind of need that sail fixed to like...
Sail?
Yeah. All right.
You know, they're paying all this money for like the sailing experience. They don't want to just motor around all day.
All right. Well, back to the unmarried drunkies.
Oh, boy.
They are fighting like two cats in a bag.
I mean, they're like really screaming at each other, and it's getting to the point where people are like, do we need to like call the cops or something? Like, this is
the
bad.
Marine police?
I don't know.
It's everybody for themselves and out in that open water. That's why the captain's got all that authority.
Yeah, but as Byron said, they're having a domestic in there.
Yeah, he goes over and...
Yeah.
Excuse me, are you alive in there? Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. We're fine. We had a few drinks, you know.
We're just talking. Yes, very loudly.
This marriage, like, is this wedding even going to happen? And if it does, what's the point? Because, you know, this is not looking good. The future of this relationship, not looking good.
I want to know why Adam threw the blender in the garbage.
I know. I want to hear more about that story.
That looked like a okay blender to be thrown in the garbage.
I don't know.
Did he fish it out afterwards? Was it just like in a fit of rage? Or...
I don't know, but it was amazing.
It was. I loved it.
Poor Parker, though. He had to stand outside of that couple's room to make sure that they weren't like beating the shit out of each other. Can't even imagine the things he must have heard.
Yeah.
So at this point, everybody's like, is there going to be a wedding or not? What's going on? Even the performers show up and they're like, so is this a wedding?
Is it a party?
Like, what kind of songs should we be doing?
Is it a big booze up? They said, you know what?
It's just the party.
Let's just forget about the wedding for now.
Yeah. And the wedding...
They had a nice party.
It was a nice party, but the wedding did not happen.
Yeah.
So...
Are you surprised?
No, but, like, I feel bad that Jenna put in all that work organizing it, and then...
It doesn't matter. Wedding. It just doesn't matter.
I guess.
It just doesn't matter. All right, well, Adam made a nice spread. Mm-hmm. He finally got to cook his Greek food. He had all kinds of stuff there. He had his tzatziki.
Delicious.
It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So, Georgia... We come to find out that she's not there for the right reasons. What is this, The Bachelor?
Honestly...
She's got a singing career. She's got a nurse.
Who cares? You know, she's paying her bills by doing this, but she wants to be a singer, and it sounds like she's pretty talented from what we heard.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Well, thank God the charter was finally over, and they freaking had a fumigate after these nuts got out of there.
But then it was time for the tip meeting, and let me tell you, this was some Apple money. Wasn't that guy like an Apple executive or something? Yeah, I thought they said that in the first episode.
Okay. Well then, yeah, so, you got some good money there.
He left a big $20,000 tip.
That was a nice tip for everybody. I think that was like a record on the show.
Wasn't it like $2,200 per person?
Yeah. Well, when you get a big tip, what do you want to do with it? You want to have a hot tub sex party.
Well, okay, first they went out to dinner, and it was cool because Captain went with them, and I feel like Captain doesn't usually do that, but this Captain does.
He's like a regular guy,
He
Captain.
said, I'm a cool Captain. I'm a cool mom. You want a condom?
Did he say that?
No.
Oh. You know,
it's a Mean Girls reference.
Yeah, I realize that now, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. You don't want to be these people's friends because when it comes down to brass tacks and you got to tell them what to do and, you know.
Well, I mean, we've seen in the
wrong
past,
message.
Sometimes the captains will go out for dinner, usually like at the end of the season or whatever, and then when it's party time, they're like, okay, you guys go dance, I'm going back to the boat. So they didn't go out dancing this time, at least from what we saw. So maybe in the future, he's just going to leave after dinner, you know?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe because it was just the first charter.
I mean,
but
it didn't
there's
seem
a reason
like...
why the captain does not go out with these people.
True. It seems like he wasn't hanging out with them after they got back to the boat.
Okay,
and they had their hot tub time.
It was like a sex soup in that hot tub.
No! But Parker broke out his ukulele, which I can appreciate.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like that.
Georgia with her singing.
Adam's really horned up for Jenna.
Yeah. Oh, also, we need to mention, when they were at a dinner, there was some, like... vibes between Georgia and Paget.
And Kara's
and
kind
Sierra,
of
her name
jealous.
is Sierra.
Oh, I thought it was Sierra.
Sierra was just watching this like...
Yeah. She's disgusted.
That was really awkward.
You know it's going to be an ongoing problem.
Ooh.
We can only hope.
Oh, no. You're the devil.
I know.
So anyway.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
It was a fun episode. Mm-hmm. I have really high hopes for this season.
I think it's going to be great. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see the next. This is the one show that I'm super excited for this season.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for the next episode, besides Survivor, of course.
Yeah.
All right, it's Project Runway time. Better flip that hair and check your nails.
I'm feeling good as hell. I'm loving this season.
I think it's a great cast this season, and the design has been off the charts.
Yeah, and this has been an exciting episode.
This was a great week.
What am I saying? Whatever. This was an exciting episode.
Because they're reinventing the tuxedo.
Ooh.
And it's actually from Tuxedo Park, which is not that far from here.
Yeah, I had no idea that's where that originated.
I did not know that either.
And I had always wondered...
And yes, it is rich.
Yeah. Throw that cash. Mm-hmm. I always wondered what makes a tuxedo. And apparently, it's the use of satin.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be like a full satin outfit. It's just like somewhere, on the garment.
Well,
satin.
Victoria is not used to sucking.
Yeah, she's been really struggling lately. Out. But I feel like this is a good challenge for her to come back because...
I think so, too.
This is very much right up her alley.
Right. So, remember that iconic tuxedo worn by Billy Porter?
The tuxedo gown?
It was beautiful.
I remember... when I saw that, when he was on the red carpet, and I was just like,
yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
They just inducted that into the brand new E! News Hall of Fame, Red Carpet Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And or the Oscars. What was it exactly?
I think it was specifically
Oscars?
For the Oscars.
Okay.
And that was designed by none other than Christian Siriano.
That's right.
Do you think... Sergio was like, I designed an outfit for Billy Porter too, and it was like really great.
Probably.
Probably, right?
Yeah. All right, so this week is special because we're pretty much at the halfway mark. So they had the original cast-offs come back.
Yeah, the people that were already eliminated from the season.
Up to now, yeah.
So they're going to be helping the designers out because it's a lot of work to make a look like this. They still had 2 days.
Right.
But it's still a lot of work, a lot of tailoring.
$600.
Hey, that satin's expensive.
That's one of the biggest budgets I can remember them having.
And that suit material.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So they weren't doing strictly male looks here.
Right. It could have been, the models could have been men, women, or non-binary.
Right. So you had free reign to pretty much do... whatever you want, as long as you're reinventing the tux. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it could be a gown, it could be a suit, it could be a jumpsuit, anything.
Well, Sebastian from last season came back.
Well, before we get to that, I just want to talk about the partnerships.
Oh, okay.
So this was fun, because the people that were already eliminated got to pick which designer they wanted to work with.
Yeah, they turned the tables on them.
Yes. So Victoria was the last one to get picked, because, you know what? She's difficult to work with, and everybody knows it. Very. Yeah, so Alan ended up pairing up with her.
But they had more people returning than designers, so one of them was not going to get to participate. Aww. And unfortunately, that was Ozma, and she was one of the first ones out this season too. So
I really wanted to see what she could do, but I also
really
love
Alan.
My feelings. It sucked that anyone had to go.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate.
All right, so Sebastian came back, and he basically gave them a pep talk with breakfast.
Ah!
A breakfast pep talk.
I love Sebastian.
I love Sebastian, too.
Love his design aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And he had a lot of good, really good advice for them.
Well, the advice that Delvin, Brittany, and Victoria did not take was talking smack about Nancy.
Okay, they were talking about Nancy's look within earshot of her. They did not realize that she was, like, just outside the room. She could hear everything that they were saying, and it was so sad.
That made me hate them so much in that moment.
It was very upsetting.
Because that is just so not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, art is so subjective. How can you say if it's bad or if it's good?
I mean, you can, but it was just...
But it's not right to do that.
It was so sad. It was so sad.
It's not right to do that. And poor Nancy...
I think it really motivated her, though.
Has been through so much. Yeah, it did motivate her. All right, so let's talk about this week's looks.
Okay, so this week there was no middle of the road. You were either in the
They
top
talked to
or
all
in
of
the
the
bottom.
designers, yeah.
Yeah. So the top looks.
All right, let's talk about Jeffrey's look.
Okay.
I loved his jumpsuit. At first, I wasn't sure when he had it made in the muslin.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it was made and tailored with some chest cleavage in there.
Yeah, that was fun.
A little like keyhole slit there on the shirt. I thought it looked really, really cool.
Yeah, it was really well made, and I will agree the bow tie is a little bit
The bow tie, yeah.
But I thought this was a great look, and I love that he did a jumpsuit for men.
Yeah.
A romp him, if you will.
Yeah. I really liked it. I really liked it.
Okay, Victoria.
She pulled a real, what was the name of that? Mr. and Mrs. Smith look
Oh, yeah.
out of
it does
out
look
of
like
this.
that. Yeah, she had that garter that Alan was allowed to make.
Right. That was like the only thing that Alan was allowed to do.
He did a lot of sitting around. She's
such a micromanager that...
I mean, in a way, I don't blame her, though.
I mean, she could have allowed him to do something.
She could have, but think about it. If you were in her position or any of the designers' positions, would you want to give somebody else all that responsibility when it's your butt on the line? Like, I mean, there's something to be said for delegating and trusting other people, but, like, I'm a control freak, so I don't know if I could do it, but...
You know what made me happy about this look for her? It was not her typical...
Yes.
With the cutouts and
It was
the
different.
straps and...
And it looked great.
It did look great.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a one-trick pony after all.
Yeah. So hopefully she's going to continue that, and this is really the design that gets her back on her feet.
How hilarious was it that Sergio thought that he was being so freaking innovative with his backward tuxedo?
Mm-hmm.
Hello! Did you remember Celine Dion? That was the first thing that came to mind when he mentioned that he was going to do his backwards. I was like, honey, it's been done before.
Wasn't that look also just inducted?
Yes.
Into the Oscars Red Carpet Hall of Fame?
With the fedora. And in fact, I remember it might have been over the holidays. I thought I had seen Celine Dion.
With the backwards shirt.
The
like
backwards
Nancy
shirt.
did.
Yeah.
She's really
rocking
loves
that backwards look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves that.
It looked great.
I did not like the front of Sergio's look.
It looked like a priest outfit without the little
The
pinafore thing on top.
Yeah. The pinafore. I don't know. I mean, the bottom was okay, but the top with the shoulders, like, it looked like a little bit Michelin Man. Like, I don't know. I didn't like it. But the back looked great. And again, It wasn't really an original idea.
Although he touted it as original.
What are you going to do?
He said, I was just a little kid when, and also he went political again.
Yeah, which was kind of funny because, what's her name? Veronica? Was it Veronica who's helping him?
Yeah, I think
Something
so.
with a V, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. She was just like, when he came up with the design first and then added something political that he thought would fit correctly.
Oh, we're going backwards.
Anyway, the
Did
winner.
he embroider something on there as well?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Let's talk about this week's winner.
Ooh, Marquise had a awesome runway commanding look, a la Billy Porter side skirt.
Yeah, so he was working with Xavi, and this was a dream team. Love the two of them together.
Yeah.
And he did like this blue pleated
The pleating
jacket.
on that
Would you call that pleating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was horizontal.
It was horizontal pleating, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then the black on the lapel. Oh, love it. He had the short pants with the male cleavage, aka ankles showing.
Yes. Yeah.
And the beautiful side skirt.
The side skirt was lovely.
Yeah.
And it was a real matador performance.
It does
on the
look
runway.
kind of like a runway matador.
Yeah. It was very powerful, and the judges were squealing with delight, as were we.
I could totally see, like you said, Billy Porter, Darren Criss, somebody like
Yes.
Timothy Chalamet wearing something like this, because they're some of the more adventurous guys
Risk
on
takers.
the red carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this look was awesome. My only thing would be that shirt underneath did not fit the best that it could, because that guy was like super buff.
He was busting out of it.
He was.
Wow, it didn't hurt that he had that model too, because that guy was probably like 0 body fat.
Yeah, his abs were trying to bust out of that shirt like, hello!
All of the guys were, especially Christian, were like, oh, I love...
So nice to have some men in the workroom.
And Christian is so smarmy as it is, and for him to, be fawning over this model was so much fun. This was a great episode.
So cool to see Marquise come back and win a challenge like that.
From 0 to hero.
Well, I mean, he did well last week, too, but... Still, he's going strong. It wasn't just like...
No, but I mean 2 weeks ago from 0 to hero.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the lowest scores.
Oh my goodness, Delvin, what did you do? You were so proud of this look, but it was such a miss on so many levels.
Yeah, I was okay with the color.
The color was fine.
I did not like the asymmetrical jacket.
That look would have been so much better if it was all long or all short.
Right, because the shorter side was great. I love the double lapel.
Right.
That's like one of his signature things. But then the long side, I felt like it was too long.
But I think if both sides were long, it would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have been like more of a politician suit. You know, they always wear those longer jackets.
Yes, Hillary, I do.
Yes, which is fine. It's great.
Yeah.
I love that on Hillary. But again, I feel like the asymmetrical thing was not working for me.
Not in this outfit. In other outfits, yes. The corset was not great.
I'm not into the whole corset over a jacket thing. It just doesn't do it for me.
No. But other than that, it was great.
I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of this look. And it doesn't help that he was such a jerk this week talking about Nancy.
Yeah.
Okay, but Nancy was also in the bottom.
Which I'm shocked over for certain reasons. All right, the tailoring of the lapels were not great.
Yeah, the lapels could have been better.
The pattern that she picked on the fabric, though, was beautiful. I don't know why the judges were ragging on it.
I live for a brocade like this.
Yeah.
Brocade? Whatever. Brocade. I adore
you took it up another level.
Brocade, yeah. I love it. I guess they weren't happy that the pants were similar to pants that she's done before. But
if those were just big pants and not like those weird like summer cover-up pants, I think
the Lucille Ball skirt over the pants.
I think it would have been more of a hit, but I don't think they were a fan of the cover-up pants, the swimsuit cover-up pants.
I guess.
But
I'm obsessed with
really
that fabric, though.
Loved her idea.
Yeah. I like the silhouette of it, too.
Yeah.
Thought it was a flattering silhouette. All right. Brittany.
What a piece of crap.
She was actually eliminated this week.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, this look had a lot of bad things happening.
That jacket looked like an iPhone 10 with the notch taken out of the front.
The lapels were just too skinny. The material and the print reminded me of the carpet in a bowling alley.
The shirt with the big collar thing on it. It was all wrong.
And then the shorts. The satin shorts.
They look like boxer short, like underwear, like boxer underwear. Which, this was doomed from the beginning because the fabric was not coming together.
Well, also, she chose to do menswear, which I don't think she does menswear.
Right, but the outside of this jacket was supposed to be the lining. So, it was doomed from the beginning. So,
yeah. I think her big mistake was choosing to do menswear. She should have stuck with what she knew. And like I said, she was eliminated, but Christian pulled out the Siriano save.
I was a little upset that he wasted the save on her.
I thought for sure that he would use it on her because...
You did. You called that.
She's been a front runner. They love what Brittany has done. And I was surprised that they eliminated her in the first place. So I was like, okay, if they're going to eliminate her, they're doing it because they know that Christian's going to save her.
I'm a little surprised that he didn't use the save on Chelsea.
Yeah, I feel like he could have used it on Chelsea, but I wasn't, like, shocked that he didn't.
Right. Yeah, so I'm not really happy that Brittany's back.
Well,
bitch.
I like her work, but again, I got that sour taste in my mouth because of the meanness towards
Well, let's get that
Nancy.
sour taste all the way out, because next week is tie-dye with Leslie Jones.
Oh my god, I love that Leslie Jones is going to be a guest judge. I love that she is so supportive of Christian Siriano, and she's always wearing his clothes. And I just saw a video of her from Fashion Week at his show, and she was like, "Wow!" Like she was really cheering for him.
I really miss her on Saturday Night Live.
I know! I do too, but I think...
She is a big highlight from that show.
I think she's got a new special on Netflix, which we're going to have to check out.
Absolutely.
She's got a lot of stuff in the works, so...
Good for her, but I do miss her. Her presence is missed on Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm.
Okay, last but not least, let's talk about...
Vanderpump Rules.
You know this is all time.
These are the best years of our lives? No.
We'll see. So anyway, the Chuckleheads are back from Miami.
They've
washed away the Miami.
Yeah. So they got to get ready for Pride.
Oh, this is always a big event.
I love Pride. Mm-hmm. So Tom, this is the first year that Tom is celebrating Pride. And Tom Sandoval had Pride suits made up.
No, he loves a theme and a themed look.
Yes. So I guess he's going to be in the parade.
Yeah, they're going to be in their little whatever that is and the sidecar.
Right.
So is it a motorcycle?
Yeah, motor scooter, motorcycle.
Yeah.
Sidecar.
So they're getting all ready for that.
Well,
Tom Schwartz is so excited. He's got his bedazzled sneakers and everything.
Lisa is having an old-fashioned Pride poster party. She's got Skiana there.
And some of the newbies. So, like, Brett was there.
Mm-hmm. I really like Brett.
I like Brett, too. He seems normal.
Yes.
Which is unusual on this show.
How long will it take them to turn him into not normal?
I don't know.
Don't ever change,
Can't we
Brett.
just have one normie?
I know,
You need that, like... You need that one normal person in this group. So he was there. Danica was there.
Right.
And then Skiana, the OG.
So Lisa tells Sheena, stop being a bitch to Dana.
I mean, she's heard that Sheena hasn't been very welcoming.
Why is everyone telling me I'm being jealous? Because I'm not being jealous.
I'm not jealous.
He's my best friend.
We're friends.
He's my best friend.
Oh my god. Everyone
can I have a best friend?
Everyone can see that you're jealous. We all see it. It's too much. I want to shake her because she acts like she's in high school.
She has a crush on every boy. And if anybody else has a boyfriend and she doesn't have a boyfriend, that is the end.
Well, also, she feels, like, possessive of him because they, like, dated or whatever.
No, they hooked up. All right, so... Oh, my God, when they had the receipts of, like, he's my best friend. He's my best friend.
That was quite a montage.
He's my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with him.
All right. Well, anyway, while that was all happening, Ariana came over to talk to Lisa. And this was, like, a really serious discussion on a not serious show.
She's almost like a junior housewife of Beverly Hills now.
Kind of, yeah. Because she's not really working at the restaurant anymore. You know, she's kind of moving up.
She kind of talked to Lisa on a peer level.
Which was really nice and refreshing to see.
Yeah.
And they could really relate with, like, the depression conversation.
Depression, yeah.
I really like that they included something like this on the show because it really, like, grounds everything and it shows you these are real people. Like, they're not just picking out theme outfits all the time.
Yeah, this is not sensational TV all the time.
And I appreciate that Ariana is willing to discuss her depression.
Everything.
Well, everything, yeah. She's one of the more open people, I feel like.
She is and she isn't.
Well, and she talks about real issues, though. Like,
right.
We're still...
Real important issues?
Yes.
You have your medallion?
Yes, this is the Barry Gibb talk show.
Yeah.
I feel like she's really bringing forward a lot of issues that are still not super widely talked about in mainstream media. So I think that's awesome. And
she came out last year.
Yeah, she came out as bisexual, which she talked about also in this episode. So good for her.
Right. So Lisa agrees that she should work again at the restaurant. Just so she has a reason to get out of bed. Because she admitted, you know what, there are some days that I don't get out of bed except to go to the bathroom. And it's consuming me. And it's getting more and more difficult to want to get out of bed.
Right.
So I'm glad that Lisa is trying to help her. Because, you know, nobody should be depressed.
Yeah. Especially since they haven't had the smoothest of relationships. So I'm glad that they're kind of like mending fences here and helping each other out.
Well, who also is mending fences? James and Lala.
So we saw that before, it seemed like things were okay. They talked at the recording studio or whatever.
But then that whole 50 Cent thing happened.
That was so weird. I remember in real time when that happened. Yeah. 50 Cent was saying that Randall owed him money.
I mean, maybe he did.
I'm sure he did, but it was just like so out of nowhere and so freaking bizarre.
So James tweeted about it, and that really pissed off Lala.
Because he was just going for those likes. Yeah. So things are awkward again.
Well, they're also awkward for Dana because she got bumped from Raquel's hairstylist getting ready for Pride because Skiana, Sheena, whatever your name is.
When she heard that Dana was supposed to be going, she was like, oh, you know what? I can make it. And they only had room for 3 people to get their hair done.
It was like on Big Brother when the stuffed animal didn't get to go to the party with the other stuffed animals.
I will never forget that.
And we also find out that Max spent the night at Dana's house.
Whoa.
They're becoming official.
He didn't have to sneak out in the middle of the night.
She didn't have to say, I don't want you here, get out.
Yeah, so anyway, honestly, with the whole hair situation...
When they showed up with the hairstyles, and it was just like freaking
that did
ponytails,
not look professionally done.
I mean, yes, they probably had clip-ins in there.
I guess.
But, hello, you just wrap it around the freaking clip-in. It wasn't that difficult.
It didn't look like any extravagant thing that I would pay for someone to do. Ugh, no offense. But anyway.
But Ariana was having a good time at her first Pride.
Well, I think this is also the first time that a lot of them aren't working for Pride. Right. So they can just relax and walk around.
Well, she got to be in the parade. She was having a great time. She was. She was behind the motor scooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
Her and Katie.
Right. The wives and girlfriends.
The wives and girlfriends, yes. I kind of consider Ariana like Tom's wife because she doesn't want to get married.
Partner. They're partners, basically.
Right.
So yeah. Knock on wood.
All right. So Jax meets Dana again.
Again? Yeah, they've already met. But he was just like, oh, who are you?
I'm not really into blondes.
Okay, again, I love how he had to, like, walk it back and be like, I wouldn't be into her. Dude, we get it. You're getting married and you're trying to show that you're a changed man, but you can still say when somebody's, like, attractive or whatever. It's not against the law. It's not a big deal.
All right, so James and Lala make up, but James is not supposed to be drinking, and Max brings him a drink.
Well, I mean, he didn't just, like, bring it. Like, he asked him for it.
Yeah, but he could have said, no, I'm not serving you.
I know, because that's been an issue in the past. That's why he is not DJing regularly at any of Lisa's restaurants. And Max knows it,
because Lisa told Max point blank.
He needs to be sober.
Do not serve him.
Yeah. And Lala, still sticking with her sobriety. That's awesome. But James, he had a little something in that drink.
And she knew it. And she knew it. She was like, can I taste your drink?
He's like, nope.
You can taste mine. And, yeah.
It is unfortunate
for
James.
James is a little hard to handle because...
He was freaking out at Raquel because she missed the beginning of his set. But she's supposed to be working.
I didn't have a signal, Jamesy, and the parade was going late.
That's a really good impression.
Thank you. The parade was going late, and I didn't know what to do, and I have to get to my shift.
Yeah, and then she went and was hanging out with him at Tom Tom, and she's supposed to be working, so she got in trouble when she went back to Sir.
Yeah. Peter was like, WTF.
Where were you?
Yeah. I'll work all night, Peter. I'm sorry.
We needed you before.
Yup. So, What the hell was up with Skiana and her cringy singing?
Oh, no!
That was so awful. It took me a good minute to understand what she was saying.
Yeah, well, at least she wasn't singing it from the float a million times this year. But I guess at that point, everybody was probably really...
Schwasty?
Gone, yeah. So they were like,
cares?
wow, that's Mariah Carey up there.
She's great. And her ass is totally eating that swimsuit.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Or bodysuit.
Sheena pulled Dana aside to chat.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't go great.
No.
Sheena was all...
Good thing she had that inhaler. She was having a rough time after all that singing.
But Dana called her out. She's like, are you a high schooler or are you a 34-year-old woman? Like, why are you acting like this?
I'm freezing my eggs
Did she say she was freezing her eggs?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
really
God.
emotional.
I heard something about birth control.
Yeah, well, I guess she was, like, taking hormones and stuff so that they could harvest some eggs.
I don't know.
And, yeah.
It's
a mess. She's a moshi. And, they kind of made up. They kind of came to an understanding. Not really.
Know. Well, I don't see that lasting because we saw next time Max and Dana are talking about possibly being exclusive. So you know that's not going to sit well with Sheena.
Yes, and the whole controversy with Jax and Brittany's
pastor for the wedding. Ugh. People are like, I don't know if I can like support this wedding if that's going to be the pastor.
Well, we'll cut right to the chase. They get rid of him, but we'll see it all go down next
Who married
week.
them? Was it Lance?
I think it was Lance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's exciting. I would prefer to.
I'd love to be married by Lance.
Right? That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Or Lisa. Either one.
Of course, yeah.
Any of them. Not Jax. All right, there you go. That is the week in reality TV.
Woo!
Hope you enjoyed it. I know we did.
Thank you guys for listening. Let us know
your thoughts. If you made it this far, pat yourself on the back.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
And until next week,
much love.